everything. Press enter on the Discord so everybody actually gets the ping. That would be nice, huh? Don't want to forget that and lose I don't know how many viewers for the day. Wow, that came out of nowhere. I'm so sorry. I coughed right into the camera there, didn't I? That was a good cough too. That was like a deep one. Okay, we listened to Sessions Vi yesterday. I'm kind of in the mood for like a lo-fi Leah playlist. No? Is nobody else up for that? I'm up for a lo-fi Leah playlist. I'm up for something a little bit older. Let's do season 1. Oh, yeah. Content you guys probably haven't even heard of before because you're all new. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today. Fix something immediately because I thought at work a lot about the project and I realized what I did wrong. It's because I'm going to look at this now. I'm going to bet because this is not taken by reference, motherfucker. Const reference. And I'm going to bet just doing that alone is going to solve all of our problems. Just doing that. I bet it renders text right now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I got to do it up here too. Ugly. Okay, hold on. Const. Enter. And then reference to. Okay, now it'll work. Oh, crap. There's no text. I don't know what's going on. Did I take it somewhere else too? No, that shouldn't matter. It should all be by reference. I don't understand what's wrong. I legitimately do not understand why the text isn't printing. I looked at this a lot yesterday too. Yara, hello, welcome. Welcome to the font stream where we can't get a font to render on screen. I don't know why. Okay, so I looked into this a lot yesterday. That's why this looks significantly different. Wait, why does this look different? Oh, this was our test. Hold on, this isn't actually it. 1 second. We need to fix this. This is the art, so that stays. So what we do is temp rect. Wait, don't I have a temp rect still? I did a lot yesterday off stream. M temp location, that's what it was. So M temp location dot X is equal to M location dot X minus nothing, actually. Then we do the same thing here and we're going to render the temp location, but we have to do this because the temp location is going to be changing a lot of values very quickly. Location.y minus 30, I think we said. Also, big difference in terms of rendering fonts since yesterday. I looked up in some options as to how we render the font. Turns out we can just use render UTF-8 shaded and wrapped. So now we have wrapping text and it's shaded on its own. So I don't need some dumbass thing. Also, I made a function for all this. So this is significantly cleaner. Now we just make text, boom. And then it does all these functions for me. So now we don't have like a million now we don't have like a ton of lines. Now we just have a bunch of card font objects. Ugh. The problem is we're still not rendering the font, so I guess we'll try this. So M temp location dot width is equal to let me think. M name font dot width, and then M temp location dot height is equal to M name font dot M height. Okay, perfect. Then fuck that render one. What we're gonna do is SDL render copy float value renderer. What we're rendering is the M is the name font, sorry, m name font dot texture. We are going null pointer because we want the entire rectangle to render. And then we're going to go the address of m temp location. Now, if I did everything correct, we should see text. Go. Fuck. Oh, I don't know what I did wrong. Oh, what's wrong? So I guess now we just see out and we start trying to find where the issue is. So see out, and maybe we'll just print out these two values first. M height, and then end line. Oh my god, the autofill. And then end line. Okay, so we'll print out the width and height. 0. I knew it. Ah, this happened yesterday. So what's happening is that the width and height of every texture object is 0, 0, which means it's invisible. But if we were to go over here and we say, did the same thing. Oops, load game, cards. We do the exact same line of the object, of the object we're copying from. But instead of this, we just go m width and m height. Okay? Watch what happens. Look, the first line is the title one we do, right? They have values. 56 width, 19 height. That's like perfect because it's a font size, well, it should be font size. No, it is font size 16. So that's perfect. That gives you like 3 pixel. Yeah, that's right. So this is the correct width and height, but for some reason, this m width, m height, this returns a texture. No, it doesn't even return a texture. This is returning an m texture because this whole thing is a card font object. So this texture pointer is what it's equal to. So when we create the card object, we then make text. This is equal to this. So maybe what we can do instead is something like OD title dot m texture is equal to that, maybe? Oh no, it's a card font object. No, yeah, that should be right. This whole thing makes a card font object. It returns a card font object. It returns local font. If I make, maybe that's where the issue is? Maybe we just, I have import std here, right? So maybe right here we just see out, or we just paste everything again. Except here we just go ot dot width, or dot name font dot m width ot dot m name font dot m height. Okay, so now it's 0. Okay, so there is something fucking up here because now the value got turned to 0, 0. So what's going on? Why does running, is it this function? This is returning a card font object. Yeah, because a card font object can have a texture. What the fuck? This is how you change the texture of that object. It's create font from path. We know these values are correct, which is the width and height of the object, right? Set width, set height. This is correct. We just tested for it. Then we free the surface, and then we make the texture equal the texture, right? This texture, which is built off of the surface. So when we run it though, the width and height gets converted to 0 somewhere. So we call this thing here, it makes this L font object have a texture. Here, we can even do this. except we'll do local font. So we'll see if this works. So this local font should be printing what? Card font has no member M font. Name font. Wait, what? Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, this is the name font. This is returning a card font object. Uh-oh. So maybe it is just... Oh, this is the font. Right. It's going to have a width and a height. So let's see if it works. It does. Look, it works. So the width and height gets correctly turned for local font. So we know it's correct up to this point. So then we return local font. Do we have to return like the address of local font or something? No. No. So we know this is correct. Everything works perfectly. Then we return this value, and this returned value is here, and we make this card font object equal what this results into, and it doesn't work. Do I have to like do this act? Whoa. Do I have to like do this action or something? Nope, still rendering 0. It's not only rendering 0, it's not rendering anything. So then maybe here we see out ODUG title dot ODUG title dot there, it works. Oh my god, wait, that worked. So we go over to our card object, creature. Creature takes in ODUG title, this object that we now know works. And this in fact, here, let me do this before I forget. Just gonna do this just so that way it's nice and clean and wonderful. Boom. Stop. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Okay, hold on, we're almost there. Okay, so somewhere along the line, when we know these have all these card font objects have successful widths and heights. So why is it that when we add font with those objects, we come over here, add font, we reference them const by reference, so there's no copy being made, a new M font, a name font, cost font, card text font, stats font. These are card font objects that are now being edited to be here. And somewhere along the line, it goes from whatever it is to 0, 0. Code Toil, hello. Welcome to the problem stream. So we know, okay, let's work from back to forward, okay? We know that under our font function, create font from path, this works because we can return the width and height successfully. We go over to our load game function. We know our make text function that calls create font from path returns successfully because we just counted the width and height correctly. Then we return this card font local font. We then turn it into ODUG title, the card font for OTUG, the title card. This successfully returns the width and height, so this is called correctly. But somewhere along the line, when we add the font here to this card object and try rendering it, we print 0, 0 on the width and height, so it's invisible. Like, what the fuck? Okay, name font. Card font M font is equal to name font, and it's by reference and it's const. So we are not making a copy. I mean, it's returning the correct value. So I guess what we can do, is it something to do with interfaces? Is that the issue here? Why is that a problem? It's an override. Is it because these are public? Is that what's going on? It shouldn't be, though. It's fine for them to be an interface because they get defined. And then we have width and height right here, and it doesn't work. In fact, I'm not even printing what it's equal to. I'm just printing the copy. And it renders 0, 0. Maybe this is a time for like learning debugging, but yeah. In fact, here, we'll just do the exact same thing again. Just to be extra sure. ODUG title. ODUG title. Print. Yeah, 56, whoops. 5619. That is the correct width and height. So that is correct. So if we go over here to cards, I guess what we can do is just here, see out name font, width and height. There, it works. What the fuck? So it is successfully returning correctly. Okay, so now that, I know what happened. Fuck me, I just caught it. These don't need to be labeled. We're creating a new object called mNameFont in this function, which gets deleted. Oh my God, it's local scope problems. I made a duplicate here. I reinitialized it on accident. Oh my God, this will work. God damn, it feels good to be king, and it also feels terrible. Okay. Wow, what an issue. What a bug. That is crazy. What are the... Dude, that took me... I spent like 2 hours last night hunting that bug. Wow. Well, at least we solved the problem. Okay, other problem now. We need to go back here and actually make duplicate fonts. Okay, I still should have a struct up here somewhere. Okay, now we're gonna make one again. So here's the deal. We now need to make a export struct. No, we don't need to export it. It's just a struct. Struct duo fonts. We're making a struct here because this is going to contain a card font upper, card font lower. Sadly, we need to make a different shadow layer because this is not the font I want. This is like text behind it. Also, we should probably finish the rest of these before we actually start here. Hold on. Let's just copy and paste a few things here. Oh, stop, please, stop. Oh my God. Copy, paste. 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 Okay. So now, instead of name font, it's wait, what's after name font? Cost font. There. The X and Y needs to change, but we'll come back to that in a second. Card text font. And then stats font. Okay, so now the X and Y need to change, so we'll just wing this here. X is gonna be the same, Y value is, no, X value is gonna change. It should be X plus 250. Y value is the same. Then it's going to be, the text is going to be slightly to the right. So we'll say plus 20. And then the Y value is going to be plus, we'll say 300. No, the whole image is 296, right? So, well, no, it's actually going to be really big. It will be 300-ish. And then the stats is going to be on the bottom right of the art. So it's going to be location X plus, we'll say 236, which is the very bottom right of the art. It's 256 by 256. Likewise, we'll go 236. We'll see what 20 by 20 looks like. All right, so before we adjust like what it looks like and everything, is everything in the right place? Wow, that text looks so much better now that we have subpixel render. Also, we have subpixel rendering now. Okay, so the cost needs to move left by about 40 pixels. We'll say 30 pixels. I'm gonna move it left about 10 more because what if we have double cost? That's immediately, otherwise it's great. Perfect, now if we have 2 digits, in fact, we can test it right now. If we have something, what would be like the biggest space? 10 probably is the biggest one. The shadow is gonna be a little bit in conflict with that, so we'll go to the left, maybe 10 more pixels. Oh, it's too much. Because if you have just 1, it's gonna look goofy. We'll go 5. This looks super specific, but it's all relative. So no matter where we move the card, it'll be perfect. Okay, excellent. So now we go back to 5. That's fine. I like it. Oh, chat, I'm so glad we're actually done with fucking cards. Oh, man. Okay, description text is difficult because if it's an ability, that's where we're gonna have issues. We'll say left 10, up 10. Left 10, up 10. And then we'll move it right, maybe 20 pixels. Maybe 30 pixels. Back. Actually, wait, I'm gonna go pee. Okay, see you later. Geargate, sorry, I just saw chat. I'm so sorry. Hello, welcome to the card development stream. We're just finishing up. This shadow text, by the way, is gonna get dropped immediately. That's what we're gonna work on right now. We're just working on the rest of this here. Speaking of which, can we capitalize Devour? That's kind of bothering me. The text should look a lot clearer to you guys because now we have subpixel rendering at the cost of performance, but it's so, you know, we're not exactly making Call of Duty here. So this is correct. The cost needs to change. Needs to go what? Left 40, up 20 maybe? So this is 196. And what did I say? Up 20? 116, 216? How's that cost look? I kind of want to keep the drop shadow behind it, but maybe not. I don't know. It does look better with the drop shadow. It's a lot clearer to see, at least. Maybe this one will stay the same, but everything else changes. I like where that is located. Maybe a little bit more down. So we'll go like 5 pixels each way. Or we'll make it a flat 200, flat 220. Maybe a little bit more. Although it will have double digits, to be fair. If we go like 10, 15. Yeah, it goes over. Okay, so we'll go left 20 pixels. Oh, maybe that's too much. We'll see. That looks good. I like the look of that. Hard coding positions? No. It's actually gonna, well, it's gonna be relative to like an XY point. That's the logic here. But this XY point is gonna be based on where my mouse is. Now, the goal here is not to like have like a variable size card. This card, as you see it on the screen right now, will be the size of the card in the game. This is the biggest it gets. This is the actual, like, original art size, 256 by 256, right? It's not intended to be any bigger. So the idea is we're gonna have like a little like card on the field that's a shrunk version of this. So it's like maybe 1/8 size. And when you highlight it, this pops up following your mouse within the box. That's the logic anyway. So when I highlight the thing right here, this is what pops up. So because of that, all we need to worry about is a single XY value everything is relative to, and then that's it. We just render everything right there. So now what we have to do is drop the shadowing behind 3 of these. I'm gonna keep the shadowing here because it looks good. Because I like having the shadow there for clarity. But here, here, and here, we're gonna drop the shadow and we're gonna pick up something better. So where's my font here? Okay, well, maybe not. I don't know. We can test it. So this is shaded wrapped. Instead of shaded, what we're gonna do is solid. Drop the background color here. Keep the wrap. The idea here is that when the text is so long, it wraps around at pixel point whatever, but we'll test that in a second. Would you advise someone who is new to coding to learn C++? Well, I am about 3 months into learning C++. I have probably about maybe 180 to 200 hours in, and this is what I can currently do, which is do this. We can make a game. I made a little bit of a bullet hell shooter. I could show you. I could show you what I worked on actually, maybe 80 hours ago. Where's my visual novel here? Visual novel, sorry, Visual Studio. Oh, fuck. SDL Learning. So this is our bullet hell shooter. We have a little guy here. It follows the mouse. It has like acceleration and stuff. Then we press space to spawn an enemy and I shoot it. Hold on, I missed. There we go. We spawn a bunch of enemies and there's a then we hold space and it's like then we just kill it. This is what I could make after like, I don't know, 80 to 150 hours of C++. Now this may look goofy, but understand we could do stuff. This isn't even the whole game. Like you could shoot, the enemies can shoot attacks, you can get hit. Like we have collision detection in a lot of ways. So, you know, that's a thing. Okay, now back to this. We do call this correctly, but I think what we have to do is now we have a card font upper, card font lower. So bear with me here. So we're gonna go duo font Odiug title is gonna be this. Hold on. This font thing, we're gonna go for a Boolean shade. If bool, hold on, the color is what needs to change though. Don't I have like a separate background color? I do! Oh, Gary, you are a god. I already have a way to set the color. So if bool shade equals false, do this thing. If, whoops, bool shade equals true, do that thing, which is this, but instead of color, it's background color. Must contain an initializer. Oh, that's why, sorry. If shade is equal to that. Sweet. And then everything else is the same. Local surface is undefined. Is it though? Oh my God. Hold on. Create a surface. There. Now it's not undefined. Okay. Local texture is undefined. What? Oh. There we go. Sweet. Yeah. Are you using an engine? No, sorry, I'm really not paying attention to chat. Hello, everyone. Hisu Ma. Am I using an engine? No, this is all homemade. This is, oops, hold on. We did a lot here. Hold on, 1 second. This will be true as a, oh, shoot. This will be false first. Then we're gonna copy this, comma, do it again, but this one's true. So it's basically we're making 2 fonts. That's the point here. Too many functions because I need to save it. What? Renderer, path, shade. Oh, this needs to take it in. That's why. In this case, this doesn't need to be made. Oh, it kind of does. That's true. Hold on. This is complicated. Hold on. I promise I haven't forgot your question or anything. It's just I got to do this first. Bool, shade. And then this needs to be bool, shade. This Boolean value is going to be the same thing. It's going to be if shade is equal to true. No, false. Do the set of functions that we've already done. Do the same thing if it's equal to true. Except here you return false on create font from path. And here we create. There's probably a simpler way to do this, but whatever. It works for us. The color needs to change though on the shade true part. It's going to be, I just happen to memorize this. It's going to be 10. Did you cheer 1 bit so I would look at chat? Chat, do you realize how fast I'm trying to get through this? Chat, why do I have multiple set colors? Why is my set color function needing a Boolean value? Because it already sets it. Ah, that's painful. It's painful because I know what I did wrong here and I made it so complicated. All I have to do is this. Look at this. Delete. Put that there. And then make it so these 2 are the only differences. Everything else is the same because this color already gets set. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so if everything works out, duo font is undefined. And then we return dot upper. So if everything worked, it didn't. Because these need values. False. 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 Oh my God, please, I just want to answer chat. Local surface is potentially uninitialized local pointer. I mean, is that really an error? Oh my God. Jesus Christ, go. Okay, there, Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is as far as I got. Sorry, that was a lot of work to do nothing, but believe me, that was necessary. Now we're gonna have shadows behind it, but we'll cross that bridge in a second. Would you advise anyone new? I mean, I would recommend it. It's what I did. I like it, but I also have chat telling me when I'm a moron, so, you know, it's give or take. I enjoyed it. I'm not using an engine, correct. I'm using an SDL library, which I don't even know if I want to call that a framework. It's definitely a library. It just helps with, like, you know, basic rendering, basic rectangles, basic like window capture and all that. It handles, what it's great at is handling input, like user presses key, which key? User presses mouse down, user mouses over something with the mouse. Like that's what it's really good at. There's a reason why like Counter-Strike uses SDL for input. So something to keep in mind. Also, let's make this text look better because this text is ugly. Thank you, because I've been using Unreal Engine Blueprint as opposed to C++, and I was thinking of starting to learn it. I have never used an engine in my life when it comes to anything programming related, so I don't know if I'm the right person to ask. How did you get started VTubing, Gary? Did you just have your persona all set up before starting? I am a very neurotic person, and I'm not talking about the anonymity of VTubing. I am neurotic in the sense of, like, if I spend money, I want to know exactly how it's spent at all times. I want to have a vision, and I don't want to change that vision because that's where it gets pricey. So my logic was, I'm going to go into VTubing. I'm going to be Gary the Goo Boy, and that's only because it's alliteration. I could have easily been Sam the Snail or Jerry the Jellyfish. I don't know, something with like alliteration. And I decided on Gary the Goo Boy because how many Goo Boys do you see around? And then it kind of just stayed from there. And then my logic was whatever my artist drew, I would keep. I wouldn't be complaining they have an eye for it better than I do. I'll take it. Problem with that. Look at these luscious lips. In hindsight, I would change the lips. Too luscious, too luscious, a little bit too luscious, but everything else was pretty great. Yeah, but it also took you 100 hours, what you can do in Godot in like 2 hours, depending on what you want to do. Yeah, but I feel like I learned so much more, Geargate. Like, I know so much more about programming than I ever even thought I would know. So you don't have a thing for goo? Disappointed? Excuse me! Thank you for using goo and not slime. This ain't Nickelodeon, bitch. Marshall the ex-convict? Listen, if I am ever in Holostars, okay, you can call me Marshall all day, but for now we're Gary. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, under the card, what is this? Oh, it's rendering card. Add font. We're gonna add a new const card font reference, name font background. Name font background is equal to name font background. We have to make that object. Copy. Fuck. Oh my god. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Copy. Paste. Background. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay. So that is that. This needs to be a comma. That needs to take in another parameter. So this is going to be OD title dot lower, comma. Too many arguments in function call. Not anymore. Creature is undefined, which means we're going to have an issue with the card module. Override does not override a base class member. Name font background? Is that already made? No. Member function declared with override. Oh! That's why. This needs to be in here. Now it'll work. Okay, beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is create the background font under this. So we're gonna copy, paste, except everything's gonna be the same except the Y value and the X value are gonna be, well, here, we can just do this. This minus equals 2. No, plus equals 2. It's going behind, isn't it? And then this plus equals 2. I already know the problem. Oh God, I already know the problem. Name font. Can you guys see it? Because I already see it. Hold on. Copy and paste a few times. Okay, here's the problem. Yeah, I saw that coming. The shadow under it's over the white text. And we need to go behind. It's not that easy to switch though. We just need to do a little bit of math here. So we're reversing the Y and X value. So what we actually need to do is delete this, put this here, and in exchange, we actually subtract because we're printing the white font over the black font. So now it'll work. How does that title look, chat? Let me zoom in for you. Ignore the rest of the text on the card. We're just looking at the actual look of it. Now that we have a better font with like subpixel shit. It's not even, I don't even know if it's subpixel, but is that clear enough, chat? Should we have like a bigger shadow? It's difficult, but I guess we could. I just don't know how clear that is to read. Like, is this like a clear font to you compared to like this? I mean, I know the background's brighter over here, but Jupiter be uneven. Hey, you know reference initializing? That's impressive for someone to pick it up on the go. Hisuma, would it surprise you if I spent 2 hours after stream last night hunting down that bug where I didn't know I was doing something by reference instead of by copy, and I fucking wanted to like cry? Also, Gary the Goo, also Goo Boy, more like Buzz Buzz. What? Oh, Buzz Buzz, motherfuckers. Wait, did somebody redeem that? Yes, you did. Listen, this should be automated, okay? Imagine if this was automated as soon as you did that and the wings were flapping. There you go. Buzz Buzz, motherfuckers. Also, I might get back to learning C# without any engines. I mean, I enjoy programming without any engines for like the sake of learning. Also, should we change? Hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick because I'm getting a lot of questions about it. Let me just, where's my, hold on. Where's this? What's this? Okay, hold on. What are you? Stop. Okay, you, properties, rename, C++23, SDL2/3, 2 3, making engine from scratch. And then we lower the font size because Jesus Christ. Whoop. Put it up there so nobody can make fun of me. Can you not snap like that? That is so annoying. Ew, stop. It's not in the even, but it's fine. There. Does that answer a lot of questions? That's a weird looking bee there. Ah! I know nothing about code, but you gotta be a smart mother trucker to be able to code. No, you don't. No, you need to understand like the concept of a function, the concept of algorithms, but the actual like programming part of it, the syntax, it's more of a syntax learning experience than it is like a brain learning experience. Like, I feel like I learn more when I like, you know, read on Wikipedia about the history of a political subject. Is there a website full of fonts that you could look at and find out what would look nice? Code Toil. Oh wait, that's not. Oh yeah. That is what you're linking of. Yeah, Code Toil's pretty wise, unless he linked like the Rickroll or something. Who the hell? Go.con. Fixing a multi-million-dollar mistake. I have no idea why you linked that to him. But what we use for font is true type fonts. There is such a thing as a bitmap font. Don't use that unless you know what you're doing. Unless you know why, all right? But for now, use true type fonts. And then you go to font space, and then there you go. Congratulations, you now get the file. It has to be a .ttf file. So if we go to my folder here, for the remake, that is card art. Chat, every time I look at these card arts, I'm just like so impressed VRT did. Should I commission VRT for more art? Look at this reverse time art. That is freaking beautiful. Sorry, I got distracted. We're gonna go over here to our font, Gil Bold TTF font. So this is the font we use for the game. This is called Gil Sans MT Bold. That is what we do. It is true type. It is all that good stuff. Yeah, so this is the font we use. So the reason why this matters, we should pay attention to these numbers here. So what happens, let me ask you this, chat. Does anyone know this about, let's test your true type font knowledge, chat. Here you go, answer it if you know it. We see fonts here for 12, 18, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. What happens if you call for this font to be rendered at font size 20? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what happens if we try to call this file at font size 20? Is it in between? Is it rounded? Which direction is it rounded in? It matters because do you render font size 18 and then render up to font size 20? Or do you render font size 24 and then shrink it down to size 20? That artwork looks like something that belongs in an MMO. Ah! You just call it and debug it later. Okay, so the answer is, because I looked up this, most libraries interpolate. Yes, but you shouldn't expect it. Okay, so what actually happens is that it renders the biggest font, in this case font size 24, and then it shrinks down the image that you render to font size 20. That's what it does. So IMO, you should have preference to render the exact pixel that is offered for this font. So font size 18, font size 12, font size 24. So that way there's no like guessing for that to look good. It's simple enough for interpolation for a font like this, but what happens if you have a font like Lucy said okay? Like, how do you interpolate 36 and 48? Like, oh boy, there's some guessing there. That is definitely a, by the way, this was previously gonna be our IDE font, and then I didn't realize I had to pay 40 bucks for it. So if I ever get not lazy and I'm willing to pay $40, expect this font to be in my IDE, because I think that's adorable. I think most libraries interpolate. Oh, cute. Not SDL. At least I don't think so. I'd be surprised. SDL is a C-based library. I redeemed femboy mode? Wait, did you? Oh, based. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, you did. Sorry, again, this should be automated. Okay, I'm gonna show you it. This is the current femboy costume. It needs a lot of TLC. We need a lot of TLC to like fix this, because this is a disaster. Instead, let's do this. A very kind viewer saw that dilemma, and they actually, believe it or not, drew me a little bow. I'm like, okay, well, that's freaking adorable. So that's cute. And then, look at this, chat. Hold on. Hold on. Boom. Aren't I freaking adorable? Oh, that does change the color of the bow. That's not correct. I wonder why pink does that. Does blue do that? Oh, periwinkle, I mean. Periwinkle does do that. Yellow? Oh, every color does that. That's not correct. That needs to get changed. Anyway. Ugh, manual labor. Yeah, I know. All right, let's continue these fonts. Stuff's distracting me. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and all we're gonna do is just copy and paste a few times, because it's gonna be the same logic again and again. Yes, it is the same logic again and again, except cost font goes here, card text font goes here, and stats font goes here. Now, what we have to do is under this font card module, it's actually gonna call for a few more card fonts. That, comma, and then we copy and paste background a few times. Okay, and then copy, I saw something, m_paste is equal to paste. You guys, okay, 1-bit redeems, I need to ban this. Oh my God, you guys are like hogging the stream, like little bit attention audiences. Oh, this needs to be card text font. Actually, no, you're cute, chat. It's fine. I don't care. It's okay. It's just really big and I don't know how to change it. If anyone knows how to change that, I would super appreciate it. Chat! I'm gonna whoop your ass, okay? Guys, the viewer experience is ruined. It's in Streamlabs. Just scale the window down. Yeah, you would think. If you follow the stream, if you subscribe on Twitch, it works. It's just YouTube subscriptions and bit donations. I didn't... Geargate! I don't know how you figured this out, but for some reason, Geargate can make his text red, but only in my stream. This man has been part of this stream for so long. Show him respect, all right? Geargate has been around the block on this stream, okay? Okay, so let's copy and paste a few things here. So under our load game, well, first save it. Then we're gonna have this all be here. So this is now gonna be a duo font where we're gonna copy, comma, paste, true, duo font, copy. Chat, there must be a better way to do this. Well, no, it's making a card, right? This is gonna be normal. It's just a JSON file would normally do this before, right? And I could easily write a function where the only thing we care about in the JSON file is just the text to render and where it's getting rendered, you know? Like cost of card, 5, okay, then this whole line gets called. So it's gonna be easy to make cards. It's just gonna be, you know, an adventure, chat. It'll be an adventure. Copy, paste. This is true. Okay, so then this is dot upper. Copy. You know what I should do is this. Paste. Then it's gonna go lower. Comma. Dot upper. Copy. Welcome to this exciting programming stream, chat. No, people always warn me that programming was copy pasting. I didn't think I would be copy and pasting my own code. Upper, lower. Okay, if everything worked, and I think it did, this needs to be up here. Hold on. Chat! Probably split into functions and give parameters. You would think. For this, yeah. There's also just scale the window down. It's in Streamlabs. There's also a scale option. Yeah, you would think. So card font background, paste, paste, comma, comma, background, background. Okay. Okay, if everything worked, it should work. Oh, chat, what's that? You can't see the result? Oh, there we go. Except it didn't work. What's wrong here? So the audio title rendered correctly, but these guys went blurry because I think I'm not doing the color correctly. Shade true, true, true. So why do these not render correctly? Is it, oh, I know why. We never changed the render box. So this should be card cost font dot background. 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 Then we just paste background a bunch. So paste, paste, paste. Paste, paste, paste. Okay, now it should be black backgrounds. Oh, we're done. Chat, it looks so beautiful. Chat, it's so pretty. How long did that take us? We have an actual, well, not a full card. There is one thing we have to change. Well, not one thing, but one thing we're gonna work on next. Look at how beautiful that card is. Oh, it's so nice, chat. It's so readable and clean. Hey, Gary, I can do colored text too. Yeah, but yours is really hard to read. Yours is blue. So yeah, on my background, that shit ain't getting read, okay? So if I miss that, Code Toil, that's on you. Muthu Vishal, hello, welcome to the success stream. Okay, so anyway, let's get out of that. Geargate, we were talking about Path of Exile. Now that I'm in a bug-free mood. Oh, we're done. Hallelujah. Okay, here's what's next. All right, this is the fun part. You see all these lines here? Is it this one? Nope, it's /star. Okay, you see all these lines here? This is what happens if we comment that out. Basically, our current card object is this. This is everything. So now, here's the goal. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make a new module. This module will be elements module, right? The goal is all I have to do is define a card as having gravity module. If it is, use those graphics to render where everything needs to be. That's the goal, right? So when I say this is a card with no specification, if I say card is gravity, this is what gets rendered. That's the goal. Because in this game, in Elements the game, there is no, if a card is of type, it will only cost that type. There is no like gravity card that costs water or something, right? This time for sure you'll kill pinnacles, correct? Now abilities are different. Abilities can cost a different quanta, but that's easier. Abilities needs its own separate beast. It's its own monster. How code? I figured it would be something like color, but that does not exist. I don't know. Monks the Bot. Wow, long time viewer. You started watching me in October of maybe early November of 2021. Jesus Christ. Zippy. You know, it's funny. Zippy is getting red text too. Now I'd like to point out, for you guys, it's just a bunch of italicized, but for me, you're making my life harder. I'm just saying. No, you're not actually making it harder. You're cute, chat. Nothing you do makes me harder. Okay, so here's the goal. We're gonna have an elemental thing. If it is, render these, where the X and Y values are gonna be relative to wherever the card is on the screen. So how do we do this? So we have an elements module with an enumerated class of all of the elements in the game. Why is entropy and time opposite of each other? It should be gravity entropy and then aether time. Except it should be time aether, really. And then it should be entropy gravity, if we're defining it like that. Okay. Anyway, that was important, by the way, because if you are of one type, you can't use the opposite, right? If you are type fire, if you have a fire card in your deck, you can't use water. If you have an earth card in your deck, you can't use air, kind of deal. That's your limitation. So you can have wild combos, but if a combo's too strong, you just put them in opposite elements. Everything else is fair game, though. If you have the same variable, you want to add stuff to it, you can hold Alt Shift and then click on other instances, or Control D to jump to the next. If you have the same variable, you want to add stuff to it. I think I got it. Thank you. I'm not used to any shortcuts yet. I'm more of the learning the logic kind of situation. Zippy, that's a little easier to read. Your text is a little more bright. Monks has the dark purple. Man, you guys are learning a lot about colored text, huh? So we have our element. So the idea here, what is an element gonna need for the card? It's gonna need the background. We have a bunch of those. The border is also gonna be on the element because the border color might change. I guess it could just always be black, to be fair. If it is, let's just fix that now before we forget here. Can we re-comment out that? Okay, then we're gonna take the border colors here. Set render draw color background rect. Ooh, but we have to define it in the element. That's fine, we can fix that later. So redo. So that's fine. The rect box can also go in there, or we can grab it later. It's the easiest thing to do. They're just literally draw rectangles. The background's gonna go there. The kind of Quanta icon will go on there. And this icon will always be on the top right if it has a cost. So I'm guessing that's going to be in the card itself. It's going to be like, is there a cost? Yes. Then render the elemental quanta image. Otherwise, no image. Maybe that would look better with hard black lines instead of gray for that font color. I just noticed that. Where's my color? Where's my color? Where is my color? Size of art, card font, rendered font. Oh, it's under font. What was that? Usama Usada Maxud 97. Hello. You got a logic tree for all this? Ha! Oh, do I? Motherfucker, we have a design doc for days. Oh, baby, this shit is fucking designed, okay? Oh my God, we got this thing in the bag. We're making a full-fledged game. I thought about commissioning VRT for art, but I don't know if he's even interested in doing art anymore. He's long since retired. I just unlocked this bad boy. Usada Maxwood. Hello. Surge is following. Hello, Surge. By the way, after we finish the card module, oh, we're not even close to done though. We're just doing creatures right now. Then we'll do abilities. Then we'll define relics, shields, and weapons. Then we'll do spells, instant, and anything with a duration like flood. And then, we'll have them placed on the field where they should be. And once we have them on the field, oh, then we have the field module. Once we're done with that, then we'll have a deck module where we draw random cards. We're gonna do the elements module next. So we're gonna do the elements module like right now, this module here. We're gonna do it like right now. Then we're gonna do relics, shields, weapons, spells, instant duration. We're gonna make the game field module. Then we're gonna place these cards on the field where they need to be. Then we're gonna make a deck module that'll do shuffling and all that stuff. Then we play with a deck on the field that does nothing. Then we probably make the AI, but the AI is simple because I already know in my head what the AI does. It's Elements the game. Every AI is the same at every difficulty level. And then at that point, I think we're designing cards, really. Because we don't even need to do the main menu and building a deck yet. We can just make a shit ton of cards. That'd be kind of fun. That'd be kind of cool. Also, a feature that I want in the game that is trivial to add is under the options menu, you know how every keyword in a card game has like a different color? I want you, the user, to be able to define what every color is on every like card, you know? Like what the font color is. I think that'd be kind of cool. That'd be fun. Besides that, yeah. Okay, that's kind of the plan anyway. Hello, Surge. Thank you for following. Hello. Water should be defective against Earth life. Water is arguably the best defensive element in the game. I'm trying to think of like a lot of water cards. Permafrost Shield is the best shield in the game. Permafrost Shield is fucking godlike. God, that fucking card is so good. Reduce flat damage taken by all creatures and have a chance to freeze them. So it's a little bit of RNG. Well, we could change that though, but it's just really powerful shield. You have Flood, so your enemy can only have like 1/3 of the maximum number of creatures they can normally have. So they're limited to like 7 creatures out of the potential, you know, what is it? 24, 23? I think it's 23 creatures. It's 7. Oh no, it's 799. So it's 25 creatures total. You limit them to 7 with Flood. And then you also have Owl's Eye. That's annoying. God, there's so many fucking permanents you have. Really good class for defenses. But that's why it's contrasting with fire, and you can't have fire cards in your deck because fire is the best. Fire is the best, I'm not gonna say control. That goes to Earth. Fire is the best at destruction, which is like permanent destruction, so relics in this game, right? So relic destruction. You have like deflag, which is an extremely cheap destroy a permanent, fucking overpowered as shit. And you also have phoenixes, which are incredible creatures, high attack, low HP creatures. Fire golem is great for false god killing. There's a lot of stuff. This whole game is balanced pretty well. Water is fact against electricity, no? Well, good thing we don't have electricity anywhere, huh? Air has thunder as a card, which is a okay crowd control. It does 1 damage to everything, but believe it or not, there's a lot of 1 HP creatures in this game. So it's pretty fine. Oh no, I'm sorry. Air has Owl's Eye, which is single target damage. What? Oh, water has Trident, which is, ironically, use Earth mana to do something. Something being earthquake, but we won't talk about that. It's a single player game, player versus AI. Oh yeah, wait, did somebody ask that? Yeah. It's single player versus AI. This game is. It has multiplayer, but that's not the main feature. And I don't know if I want to learn about networking yet. Listen, buddies. All right, I'm like 150, 200 hours, probably closer to 200 hours into learning C++, okay? I don't know if I want to dip into networking, even though it is a card game and it's probably the easiest game to network still. Right now it's just player versus AI, but the game is designed to be player versus AI. It's how I played the game back in the day, so it'll be fun. I made an element you don't even have yet? Yeah, no electricity. We do have air though, which is, you know, some electricity. It's more associated with unstable gas. Chat, I'm gonna give you the funniest card text that ever existed in any card game ever. This is not even flavor text, okay? That doesn't count. Elements the game wiki. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna give you the best goddamn card in the world. Air? Where is it? There we go. There's my blue nymph. Hold on. Chat, tell me this is not the single greatest card text you've ever seen. I'm just saying, that's some funny shit. You should put me on a card, Gary. I could be a collectible. This game is not about collecting cards. Cards are actually extremely easy to come by. Ironically, Blue Nymph is the one highlighted, and that's one of the hardest cards to get. Of which, by the way, I had 3 of them. I have that shit on the record, okay? I had 3 Blue Nymphs, and I think at some point, I might have had the most Blue Nymphs in the whole goddamn game. God, this card. I just ended up getting a lot of it just randomly. But yeah, this game's not about collecting. It's about using all cards at your disposal in a very smart way to beat unfair decks from AI. And it's very fun to do so. It's very difficult, but it's very fun. By the way, you should have the elements and cards determined by JSON. Here's my problem with that, though. Also, yeah, generate unstable gas is funny. Haha. So here's my problem with that, though. This is my issue. I don't think that's wise. And here's why. In game, you're going to be generating, especially if you use entropy, which is like the rainbow color. Rainbow decks use all elements, but at any given time, all of these elements can be represented by some different amount of, mana generation at any point in the game. All of it gets displayed on the screen, right? So do I really want that in a JSON file? I feel like I should just hard code these into the game with the understanding that the card type could be, in the JSON file, it can be like, the card is of element gravity. So it's gonna grab, let me go to the program here. So it's gonna grab, or let's say it's like a fire card. So it's gonna grab the fire background. It's gonna go over here to the quanta. It's gonna grab the fire quanta symbol. And then it's gonna come over here and it's gonna grab, what art do you want? Oh, we're gonna grab, Phoenix or something. And then it's gonna construct a card all through the JSON file with everything we need. But what's on the card, this fire golem looks like a football player. Am I the only one that thinks that? So the card itself is different than the idea of quanta in the game. So I don't think beyond that we want to get more abstract-y, Also, we can all admit the coolest background has got to be entropy, right? God, I love that card background. Look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. It's either that. Oh, I like darkness. Darkness is cool too. I don't know. There's so many, every card background has its own little charm, you know? Aethers is cool. I don't know. I like all them. I guess the weakest one is probably air, right? Air has always been like meh to me. It's very boring. Like water is even more exciting than that, and that's even not that great of a background. Death is pretty cool. I like the death interpretation, which is like, you know, hollowed ground. Oh, and this is a blank card reference. This is what the original card looked like in Elements the game. Which I gotta say, our version of it, if I do say so myself, I think I like our version more. You know, it looks more modern, it looks more sleek. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it look better to you? I think I like the one on the one we made on the left more. What if somebody wants to build a modded version of Elements the game using your engine? I mean, I guess we could have just a vector of elements and every element can get pushed back when we create our 12 elements, and then that's what we reference. I guess we could do that, but it's not like it's that hard to add after the fact anyway. You just need a language. Actually, that's what we have to do anyway. I'm sorry. We can have an enumeration all day, but what are we enumerating? It's going to be a vector with pushbacked elements. So yeah, that works out. That's fine. Now you need a language parser model to implement the rules just based on the card text. Well, that's easy, right? Because all abilities, that's fine. Because we're going to have an abilities module with probably a JSON file that tells you what the ability does. So that'll take care of itself. That logic can be, whoops, drop my armrest. That logic can be programmed in. If we have a, I'm trying to think if there's anything in the game that is just card text and not ability. Is there any card text in the game that isn't an ability? I don't think so. I think everything has like its own, hold on, let's look it up. I don't think there's any Elements the game wiki. I don't think there's any card in the game that doesn't have well, cards don't have abilities, but they don't have like standard text. Hold on. Let's look at life. Ignore that, ignore that. No. Photosynthesis ability. Turn 1 light mana into 2 green. Can be used multiple times per turn. Growth. That's a spell. That's a shield, but that's its own unique thing we're gonna make. Shield. Every creature in your possession heals you. That's a permanent. Target creature attacks multiple times per turn, but that's an ability. Venom. Add 1 poison. That's an ability. The non-weapon creature skill is now Mitosis. Generate a daughter creature. That's just a new ability. Chat, I don't think there's cards in this game that even have text that's not ability based. Shield, physical damage is reduced by the number of light emitting creatures. Heal, blessing. All your creatures without a skill gain bioluminescence. God, that card was stupid. Oh my god, how cool was it to go fractal, fucking ray of light, hope deck, so fragile, so built around it, and then you release a card that's like, okay, every character gets, every card gets bioluminescence, motherfuckers. Yeah, chat, I don't think we have to worry about it. I think any card can be programmed as long as it's programmed as an ability. I don't think we're gonna have any card. I don't think we're gonna have any card that isn't an ability. Vampire, the damage dealt is returned to you as healing. That's an ability. Stone form, gain 20 flat HP for 1 earth mana. This is fine, by the way. Darkness and earth having this powerful of an ability, just get free 20 HP because earth and darkness have anti-synergy with each other. That's why this is so powerful. Because earth loves destroying permanents and making your permanence immortal. That's like its defining trait. Darkness steals permanence for its own gain because its own permanents kind of suck. So anti-synergy there. That's why this ability is so good. Gargoyle is a classic creature, by the way. Voodoo doll. Chat, I think we're fine with the way I'm setting up this program. Death, I guess, would be the hardest one. Web Scavenger. Every time a creature dies, gain health and mana. Or health and attack. Infect every enemy creature. Remove invisibility. Inflict 48 damage to yourself, but remove all of your death quanta. Swap damage with healing. Last 2 turns. That was... Jesus Christ, that was right before the game died. I do not remember playing with that much. And then Afloxoxin. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're programming this correctly. Whoa. Chat, was I zoomed in that entire time? Fuck yeah, I was. Like someone could install a card pack and it contains images, JSON files to add elements, JSON files to add cards, all in a neat little zip file. So you want me to build it like Factorio then, huh? So you're saying, because Factorio, what is Factorio besides a base set of rules and then a mod on top of it to make the campaign? That is Factorio in a nutshell, right? So you want me to make this like Factorio where it's very moddable, but the actual game is pretty simple, right? I guess I could make it really moddable. I mean, it'd be unfair for me to, you know, hard code this. No, you can't have fun when it's not even my game design. That would feel weird. Data pack. Customize advancements, functions, loot table. Wow, you can implement your own functions into Minecraft? That sounds crazy. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. There's no shame in it. Hell, if you want, we can even skip the JSON thing altogether and just put out Notepad. Be like, all right, here's a Notepad. Go full EU4 on ya, where you can have the original EU4 experience, or you can download a mod to basically turn everything into Game of Thrones and overhaul the entire game to the point where it's just using the same engine and graphics. Player, hello in the YouTube chat. I see you lurking there. Okay, so what are we doing next? We are making this elemental thing. So when we define an element to be something, what do we want it? It needs a quanta symbol. It needs a texture for the element. How about this? We'll say quanta for our reasons. Quanta background. Quanta symbol, quanta background. So that's the symbol in the background of the card. Is there anything else we need that is element specific? Oh, first things we need to do is make this 0, 0, 0. Maybe make this like 50. No, opposite. 200. Yeah, the black text looks better, I think. Or the black shadow. At least it looks better down here and here. This has its own problems. Factor IO thingy makes sense. Oh. Okay. ¿Cuánto quieres? How much is this? I don't know. I mean, if I commission any art from VRT, we're absolutely charging money for the game. If I don't, it's going out for free. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, I'll pay the money to put it on Steam. What is it, like $100? Like, who gives a shit? I'll pay $100 to put this on Steam for free. I don't mind that. Now, if I commission art from VRT, I'd probably be putting in like $2,000. I'd probably sell the game for like $15 a piece, but I don't know, how much art does $2,000 buy you? Maybe if I had to guess, if he spent 4 hours per piece and he has, how many, what is it? 2 cards a day, 2 card arts a day for 4 hours a piece. What would $2,000 buy you? Maybe 8 cards? If I had to guess. Oh no, double that, 16. So it'd be like 16 pieces of art, if even 15 pieces of art, maybe. So is that worth it for $2,000? I don't know about that. Probably not. But that being said, holy shit, this art though. It's so beautiful, chat. It's so nice and so unused. Oh my God, it's so pretty. But that being said, if I do commission art, maybe I'll even ask them, be like, hey man, what would $2,000 get me? I don't know, man. There's just so many cool little pieces of art. It's like looking at old Magic cards. This is like a piece of history. If you guys don't know, this art, by the way, is like dated maybe 15 years ago. This art is old. This art might be older than some of you. This came out in like 2009, 2010 maybe. But yeah, this card is, or this art is very old. I say very old. I mean, it's 15 years old. Jesus. It's almost graduating high school. Never played it. Couldn't tell you. Probably start with free art packs and then update it. I mean, if we want to get real cute, we could do what the original elements the game guy did and just make creatures in Spore and then just add like, and then Photoshop it to have cool backgrounds and stuff. I wonder, I hate AI art, but I wonder if it would be useful for like randomized backgrounds. Then again, how hard is it to make like a blurry background? That's trivial, right? I don't need an AI for that. Yeah, so it would just be my background, some weird angle of a Spore creature zoomed out so you don't see it's a Spore creature. Okay, anyway, stop distracting me. Okay, so we're done with fonts. We're finished, okay? So this is all gonna get moved to the element thing, or at least it's gonna call it by reference. So let's just do the quanta first. What do we need for that? We need this texture pointer, gravity quanta. I'm debating on how to build this. Do we have a vector for element data? Push back. Well, no, because the card module doesn't call load game module. So if we put it in there, it's not going to reference it. It has to be its own thing here. Thank you for the bit. That's like 3 bits you gave me today. Oh, all your biddies. Resource pack. Customize textures, models, music, sounds, language. Yep. That is, that's all stuff that's pretty easy to change on my system. Although, I'm debating, I don't know, how hard is it to do SDL3 audio? Because that's like significantly better than SDL2. But I don't know if SDL3 audio is that really out yet. From the dawn of time until SDL2, there was only one way to convert audio through SDL, through CVT, and now we have audio stream. So this is all new. So I guess it's possible. All we need is just a new path for audio, right? Get audio stream available stream. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Destroy audio stream, clear, flush. Yeah, I guess it'd be fine to do audio. To use as concept art using AI is not a bad idea. You can even modify it further on Photoshop or something, or give it to an artist to use as a base concept. Nah, I really want to avoid using AI at all, really. It's something that's like wholly unappealing to me. I'll draw it myself if I fucking have to, and I'll have you know, I once drew Misty. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where are you, Misty? You're here somewhere. Is it this? There you are. I'll have you know, chat. Oh, wait. That's not my version. That's the one we versioned by reference. Hold on. Not that. Not that. Wait, is that all I saved? No. No. Oh, there's my Kingdra. Oh! Oh, man. What a great randomized Pokemon. Only to get fucked by goddamn Gary. Not me. Where's my finished Misty art? Anyway, this is the Misty we used by reference. Yeah, we tried to draw her. It wasn't that pretty. But yeah, that was our attempt at Misty. Anyway. So we're gonna need a texture for quanta. I guess we can just do that real quick. So game loop. I guess what we can do is just import elements and then just make elements into a vector. I'm trying to think about how to call this. How do we make cards? Actually, I don't need a vector of these, although I could, because we make cards in this module. This is one card, by the way. We make cards in this module. So what if we make elements in this module, keep it local, so Odiug, the creature, can just call on, okay, it's gravity, and then just do everything it wants to from there, right? Because that's fine. This can just import element. Oh, we already import elements. Okay, good job, Gary. I think that's a better way to do it. So if that's the case, we're gonna have elements, gravity. Actually, I have sent you 11 bits. 11161. Oh my goodness, that is the equivalent of 11 pennies USD. Maybe I can buy like one bubble gum with it. Thank you though. Gary the Goo Mister, I forgot how firm your voice is when you say things. I must go now. What? Are you calling me masculine? Because if so, based. That is based, boy. Based as fuck, man. Skibbity. Skippity doo da, skibbity day. So if we're gonna make a gravity, what do we need? We need a texture pointer. Well, hold on, I guess we can just copy paste. I guess we can just construct it. Because we need a quanta symbol, quanta background, the name of the element. Although I guess that is the name here, so we don't need that, do we? Symbol, SDL texture, pointer, background, quanta background. I'm debating in my head how to do this. If I have, can I do like unique pointer that? Is that possible? Or no, it's going to be standard unique pointer this value. Is that legal? Oh my god, it is legal. Oh, I should be doing that, huh? Chat, is that better? Which is better? Is it just... I can't use raw C style pointers now that I know I can do that, huh? All right, cuties, I'm gonna go snuggle with Blush until morning. They may even join my phone in a few minutes. Okay, see you later. Bye. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Absolutely not. Your pronunciations are really firm and understandable, unlike most I know. Oh, thank you. I get it. Okay, I'm sorry. That's what you mean. Well, I appreciate it. Oh my god, you're making an engine now from scratch? Ray March! All we've done is make engines. I feel like 99% of our programming is making the engine. Also, is there any reason not to just make everything a unique pointer now? I didn't know you could wrap it. I thought everything had to be like this, but if this works. This run? Does not run. Whoa, ton of errors. Use of undefined type. SDL texture. Oh, okay. So it does have problems with it. So I can't have these then, huh? Let me just control Z a few of these. Because everything else runs if I get rid of that, right? Yep, I can't do unique pointers on C-based libraries. You can make unique pointer, but it will have to be a custom deleter, I guess, because SDL texture doesn't use delete, but SDL destroy texture. Yeah, but either way, it doesn't run. Like if I come back here and I'm like, oh, SDL texture, this should be standard, unique, pointer, this value. You would think that would work, but if we try rendering it, yeah, just instant errors everywhere. Because it's not, I can't use unique pointers the same way I can just use a raw C style pointer. Sadly, but that's the downside of using a C-based library, right? I mean, we can wrap it in all the module C++-ness we want, but at the end of the day, it's still a C-based library, so I have to use a raw pointer. Well, you need to call its constructor? What? Wait, what do you mean? Well, you need to call its constructor. Isn't this the construction? Question mark? I mean, it returns. The problem is that this chat, this create texture, it returns an SDL texture pointer. So I made this function, so that's easy to change. But like, what happens if we call a function like this this takes SDL renderer pointer because this function TTF open font requires, or whatever, rendering with SDL requires an SDL renderer pointer. I can't just do a unique pointer there, right? It needs that value. It needs a C style pointer because it's a C style class or library or C library. You can create a new unique pointer from a raw pointer. We can experiment later. It sounds like it was something I want to do. I mean, that does look cooler. I like that idea more, but it's something we may have to do later. Okay, like what do you do about this, chat? Standard vector SDL texture. Do you actually go standard vector, standard unique pointer SDL texture? Is that the actual? Oh my God, that works. That is hideous. Oh my God, that is so fugly. Is that the actual good syntax? I'm not doing this. That's horrifying. Chat, did I just do all that? Yes, I did. Okay. So, gravity. What do we need? To construct a gravity, we need a symbol and a background. And for now, that's all I need. we'll just proof of concept this. So, elements, element. So, element gravity is equal to, or no, just element gravity with the parameters of SDL texture pointer. Oh no, yes. Texture pointer, gravity background is going to be with the value of create texture. Create texture is going to need a renderer, and it's also going to need a const character pointer, which is the path to whatever that art is. Luckily, we already have that made. It's going to be right here. And then we do the same thing. Gravity quanta. Except I like it better when it's in brackets so I can see it better. Okay, sweet. And then now this gravity object is going to take gravity quanta, gravity background, semicolon. So now we have a gravity object. So that's what that's good for. Okay, what do we do with that gravity object? So what we're gonna do as part of our card constructor, of which we have none. Really? Wow, that's crazy. Why do I not have a gravity constructor? You would think with all the stuff we require for it. I guess that's fine. We'll just have it as part of the interface. We're gonna add a new one for element element type. Then we're gonna have a virtual function here. Virtual void add element, taking in the parameter of a element, new element equals 0. Although I guess if it's public, it's easy enough to change, but fuck it. We'll make things private later. Okay. So now auto add element new element, next line arrow, we're going to be returning void. Element type is equal to new element, go, and that's it. Okay, so now we have an element type, which is this, basically it's this struct. Sweet. So now when we render it, probably below everything else, probably above the art, below everything else, is we're gonna be SDL render copy F is taking in the renderer, the element type dot. Welp. Welcome to the public club, Mr. Values. Dot. Dot. There we go. Quanta simple. Oh no, we can do quanta background, actually. Null pointer, because we want the entire rectangle, and then a frect, which is the entire box, which is currently in here. M temp location. How do I make it those values? Can I do that? Is that allowed? Is equal to? Oh, I can do that. Oh, sweet. And that's done by address of. So I can actually make a whole rectangle equal these values. Kinda based, actually. I didn't know you could do that. Sweet. Create a unique pointer from a raw pointer. It's an infinite chase. The thing is, if you're chasing the actual good way of doing things, you'll end up in corners that are contradictory of C++. Oh. Try doing standard unique pointer, SDL texture, void pointer, SDL texture pointer, gravity quanta, create texture, global renderer, quanti, gravity, add SDL destroy texture. Holy shit. RAII, the price of it. Holy shit. So now, if everything worked, chat, we should see a gravity background. Doesn't work. Why? Attempting to reference a deleted function. What? The default of creature cannot be referenced. That is a deleted function? Did I not semicolon something? Oh, I didn't override it. Fuck. There we go. Now it'll work. Inaccessible card void. Wait, what? Did I fuck something up? Equals 0. That's all I added. Export class card. Creature card. Render art, add card, add font, and then we added add element, which is auto void override. New element. Why Why is this all of a sudden a deleted function? Attempting to reference a deleted function. Default constructor. What? I'm going to sleep with the Hunter X Hunter on, but I need to have something that makes me look like less of a degenerate on. Keyword less, true. Okay, so we're having a bit of an issue here with, it's thinking this class doesn't exist anymore. Why? Just adding that there is causing issues? Virtual void. Virtual override. Huh. Did you add a constructor to element, not element creature? No. I did not do that thing. I did the opposite of that thing. Did I mess up the syntax somewhere? Do I need to do like that? Cannot be referenced. It is a deleted function. What? Made a class. You need to add a constructor to use your class for initializing devices member objects. Well, we're not doing that. I don't need a construction though, do we? You don't randomly shout, right? I would hope not. Maybe my music might get loud on accident, but that's about it. So something about this is causing issues, but why? All the modules are loading, right? Yeah, it's the only error in the program. Unless, like, this is fucking up. Add font. Add element. Element, new type. Element, element type. Element type. Element type. What the fuck? Wait, why'd you donate a bit? Try adding a constructor as a workaround? I mean, I could. It would look ugly, though. Creature, parentheses, brackets, semicolon. Oh, do I need a colon here? The default constructor of card cannot be referenced. It is a deleted function. This is a deleted function? Oh, because it doesn't exist. Well, that's fine if it doesn't exist. I mean, do I have to do like card, parentheses, brackets? No, not even that, just that. Now is it gonna work? Now it works. No. Error. Void creature function struct app data load data. Oh. Failed. Fatal error. Linker error. Linker error? One unresolved externals? Oh, is it a path issue? Also, it might help if I actually add it. Odiug dot add element gravity. Something here. Referenced in function struct app data, load data, renderer pointer. Creature void. Linker 2019 and then link 1120. Go to location. Go to location. Go to next location. Oh. Well, that's fine. Next. Next. Fatal error on unresolved externals. What? Wait, where's the error? Oh, no, that's fine. Where's my error at? I don't need to add these. These don't need to exist because they just don't need to. At no point have I ever needed them to. Save. Go. What the fuck? Attempting to reference a deleted function. What the fuck? Why is this a deleted function? Did I accidentally overwrite a function or something? Render art, render card, add element, add art, add font. Render art, add card. Uh-oh. Add art, add font, add element, render card. Yeah, that's all of them. What the fuck? Is it... Okay, what function does Odiug try to access? It's create texture. The texture module works. Then we make text from the font module. That works. Then we add art, add font, all those values, add element, which is the new function. So if I comment out all of the new element stuff, does that still work? No, it doesn't. You know what, chat? I'm almost tempted to just Control Z, like everything. So copy, then we'll just hold Control Z until the program works again. Still can't be referenced. Wow. Okay, so it has nothing to do with this. Okay, so it has nothing to do with any of this. It's actually in the other module then. So it is in here. So I guess we can just copy this and just Control Z until this gets solved. Try adding the body to the constructor. It won't make a difference. I don't have a constructor. At no point have I ever needed a constructor, which means I deleted something I shouldn't have. It's not a big deal. If you re-download the C++ installers from the Microsoft page, you should be able to reinstall most deleted functions. Do it anyway? Well, let's fix this first. Let's try to resolve it when we can. So Control Z. Control Z all this. Oh, I know what I did. I just figured it out. Did you guys catch it? Hold on, I'll redo it. You guys see this? I know exactly what I did. Look at this. Redo. Redo? There we go. So I accidentally, I think, deleted the public somewhere. No, public exists. Did I delete it down here? Public? No, it doesn't work. So if I have creature, card, I actually don't know the syntax for this very well. Creature, cannot be referenced. And then we have a card. Do I need to make this virtual or something? No. Because this is a constructor for the interface, right? Maybe I just don't have this? No, now this needs to be defined. But if I have this, still not defined. But I don't even need this anyway. There's nothing that matters here. There's no construction. It's all public data. At no point does this matter. This is fine. So what's the issue here? Function was implicitly deleted because a base class invokes a deleted or inaccessible function card data. Compiler has generated a creature here. I wish I knew where here was. Okay. I see that. So just by making this object, we have an issue. By its existence. They just don't get instantiated. All classes get constructed. Card creature. Okay, well, let's try it. I just don't like just adding this now, you know? It feels weird. Card, parentheses, curly braces, semicolon. Doesn't work. No default constructor exists for class element. What? What do you mean no default exists for class element? What do we care about a class element for? Export class element. I almost just want to see if that's the issue. No default constructor exists for class element. What does that mean? Wait, what does element have to do with this? This is a card. Function definition for card not found. So something to do with, is it importing the elements module? All this is just two textures. Why is adding two textures in a struct so hard? When instantiating a class, you construct it, and when you construct a class, it constructs all superclasses as well. But it worked fine before. Why is it that now we have the issue? All we did was enable elements and just have two textures. Did we mess up something and I just don't realize? Override does not override a base class member. Did I spell it wrong? Auto void override. Add element. Void equals 0. Virtual. How is that an issue? Does not override a base class member? Copy. Paste. It's the same thing. What's wrong? Virtual void equals 0. This is correct. Takes in the element. New element dot. New element dot. I guess I could make this just significantly simpler and just have it take two textures. I guess I could do that and just not even worry about the element module. Also, wouldn't it be element reference new element? Yes, it would. Thank you. It'd be const, actually. Now that's a big brain move. Thank you, chat. But still, regardless, it should still work. But it doesn't. Why? Everything else works the exact same syntax. Void override, void override, void override. What the fuck? It's the same text. Auto. Member function declared override does not override a base class member. Should I just not have this here? No. So why is it not overriding base class member? It's not a virtual function. The override specifier only works with virtual functions. Override keeper can only be used when the function is overriding as virtual. Is it changing from virtual to non-virtual? Virtual. Void. Is it for some reason not reading the virtual? Wait. I know what happened. This is constructing. Oh, that's what's going on. This value needs to be curly braced. It needs to exist because we're constructing it. Oh, that's the bug. Okay. So instead of element, let's just have like, make symbol. We'll take in the new symbol and we'll do that logic. And this is going to be auto. Enter point void. And then we're going to have auto make background. Taking that. And then return void. So quanta symbol equals symbol. Quanta background equals background. Why are you guys having issues? Oh. Okay. Now it should all work. Oh, sure as shit. There you go. Okay. So element is going to be two values, except instead of constructing it, it's going to be element gravity dot make, save it, dot make, fuck, element gravity dot make symbol parentheses this whole line. That is some ugly ass syntax, but I think that works. Expecting a parentheses. Can I not make a... I guess I can't make the texture inside, huh? That's kind of inconvenient. So that, and then we'll just take gravity, quanta, semicolon, gravity dot. This is going to be pretty easy to make simpler later, but for now, this is our purposes. Gravity background. Okay. Now it'll make creature. Okay, sweet. Really? Do we need that there? Actually? That feels dirty, chat. I don't know how much I like that. It feels dirty. Go. There we go. It's beautiful, chat. It's beautiful. We do need the background to be rendered under everything. So background under everything and then everything over it. Okay. Sweet. So now... Oh, we have an actual card object. It's so pretty, chat. It's so pretty. Okay. And because it's all in, now this F needs to be relative. Now, the X and Y value, it's gonna be based on M location.x, M location.y. Width and height is accurate. Yeah, so that's expected. I don't know why there's two backgrounds. I'm gonna be honest with you. Are we rendering two backgrounds? You bet you bet we are. So no more quanta rect yet. No background rect for sure. No background rect. I'm looking for it. Oh, we already did it. Oh, why? Oh, this. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, that's correct. Okay, excellent. So now we need to move it up 20 pixels to the left, 40 pixels up relative to location, because that's what's going to change. So this value plus, what did I say? 20 to the left, so minus 20. And then the Y value is going to be 40 to the top, so we are subtracting 40. Now it should look better. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so now we grab render boxes. So set render draw color to black. And then we draw. Oh, then we gotta blend, of course, in order to fill rectangles. Got that, delete that, delete that. Worry about the quanta in a second. That's important. That's the color of the description rectangle, but we'll come back to that later. Well, that background, actually, this is going to be easy, right? It's just this rectangle. So set render draw color, SDL, draw, render, draw, rect, F, parentheses, renderer, M temp location, so it's the same exact value. Beautiful black background. Okay, this is working out pretty well. This is excellent. Okay, so now, now we grab this stuff. Now this color does need to change depending on the gravity type, or depending on the type of element, right? Because different elements are going to have different colored description boxes. I think that's the point. So that's gonna be later. Although we can just do it now, to be fair. So copy. So that's all the box. So now we change temp location rect to be equal to that value. And then we come down here. We're gonna copy. We're gonna paste. So this will be everything relating to the description rect. So that's renderer. This is just M temp location again. Then this is renderer. And we only have one card ever rendered on the screen at a time, so it's fine. This isn't going to be like an issue. So delete those. That is filling the rectangle. Then we draw the same thing. And except now, We need to do this here to fill the rect. Then we have renderer. We're just drawing a hard rectangle outside of the regular rect we have. So now everything should work. That does not work. Descript rect should be deleted. Go. There we go. We have our description box. Excellent. I can't sleep, and one blah haj ain't cutting it. I need two. My addiction is getting worse. Hello, cute. Mwah. Okay, so this is our rendered card. This is drawing a rect around the location. That's doesn't need to be there. Oh no, it is going to be there. It's drawing a rect around the art. So that's going to be a copy. And then this needs to go after the art, which is M location. Draw rect F, and then it's going to be the renderer. It's not going to be data list. It's just going to be M location. There. Now we have a box around the card. That's the wrong color, but that's okay. Just move that line one down. Beautiful. Excellent. Okay. Wow, that works out well. All we need are the quanta symbols, and we're done making the card. We actually have a card object now that can be easily changed, super customizable. That's what these guys are. So now we can make a new rect because we already have the quanta information. I do want it to go below text, which is down here. So now we have the color and everything. So this is the quanta rect. M temp location is equal to these values. And then we SDL, no. Then we come over here, delete that. Copy that, delete that. We're gonna render it. It's not gonna be gravity quanta. It's going to be element type dot quanta symbol. And it's gonna be at the location of M temp location. Okay, now we have a quanta symbol on the screen. Beautiful. Okay. Then we grab the ability one, which is optional, but we can come back to that later. So we're gonna grab that rectangle. These don't need to exist anymore. Oh, look how much cleaner it's getting, chat. Oh my God. Okay, so M temp location is equal to this value. SDL. Well, now we can copy this. Oh, it's so much better. It's so much cleaner. Then paste using renderer. This location again. Then we have element type dot quanta symbol. It looks like duplicate code, but it's not technically. There we go. There's our card. It's now an object that can be moved around and shit. Okay. Before we go, let's adjust some X and Y values here. So this is exactly where on the screen it works, but we need to do it relative to where it was before. So it's 200. Can I just real quick standard C out? No. C out M art dot X. No, that's the texture. M location dot X and space and M location dot Y, just so I know where they're at. 200 by 200. Excellent. Okay, that's easy. So this is the X value. This is the Y value plus 200. So this is M location dot X plus 276. So M location dot Y plus 276. And then everything else is the same. So when we render it, it's the same. Beautiful. Okay, now we just do the same thing again. This matters, by the way, because we want that card to be exactly that size. Make sure you're hydrated and your posture is good. Stretch those digits. No, we're good. No, it's fine. I can sit. Nothing is my biggest pet peeve than when streamers leave the stream. When streamers just walk away. It's like, damn, dude, you don't fuck around. And then that's the width and height, but that needs to stay. This is M location X plus 230. Then it's gonna be M location dot Y minus 33. Rendering it now. Beautiful. Everything is the same, I believe. Specifically, I'm looking at the quanta here. It looks correct. And then this is plus 5. This is plus 281. Render it again. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. Now all we have to do is to move the object around is just change M location. So let's try it. M location plus equals, let's say 100 pixels. Oh, dot X, sorry. And then Y plus minus 100. So if everything's the same, the whole card should move. Oh God, sorry, I did acceleration. We'll do plus 1. There we go. How is that, chat? Isn't that beautiful? Chat, I am so proud of myself. How is that for a goddamn card? Let's do 0.5 here. Oh, that feels good. Does streaming help you stay motivated in your task? I found it did for me. It definitely keeps me on task, because whenever I get distracted and I don't program, I lose viewership. Oh, but chat, look at that. Look how smooth that is. The text is readable. It's nice. In fact, here, we can make a little bit of a, DVD saver background here. How do I import a background here? What's the font size of the screen? Size of the screen is... hello? Load game? No. Wait. Oh, it's under here. 1920 1080. Okay. Well, let's say it's 1920 by 1080. If M location dot Y is greater than or equal to 1920 by 1080, 1920, or, oh no, is less than equal to, that's right, is less than equal to that, then do this. Else if, or I guess I can just do it. I guess it's, who cares? It's just for fun here. Location dot Y is greater than equal to, oh, and is M, oh, sorry. And m location dot y is greater than equal to 0. Then do that. Else m location dot y minus equals 1. Semicolon. Then we do the same thing with the x value here. Dot x, dot x, dot x. Now I'm guessing I already fucked up here, didn't I? Because it's 1080 is the height, 1920 is the width. So that's right, this is 1080. Let's see where I fucked up here. As soon as it hits the bottom, it should bounce up. Chat, it's not bouncing up. Chat, it's going away. Chat! Oh no, now it'll bounce up. Well, now it's sliding, so there you go. Sorry, I forgot it's gonna be height. Height is what we care about. Okay, let's try this again. It should bounce immediately. Fuck. Okay, whatever. We have a moving card now. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. Chat, we're done with making the card. We still have to make abilities and all that. That'll be tomorrow, but I'm thinking maybe we even do a I'm thinking that tomorrow we maybe even do a deck. No, not deck module. Maybe just elements. No, we're already done with the element module. Fuck. Maybe we'll make abilities, I guess, is tomorrow? Is some sort of ability module? 0.1, 0.1. But chat, I'm proud of this, you know? I like it because it's so simple and it's so nice and it's so clean and it moves together. In fact, we can have some little bit of fun here. We'll make another element of cards here. We'll have a SDL F point of a mouse location. And what we'll do is auto update mouse location, taking in some parameters. I'm thinking about what parameters we're even going to be updating with. Virtual void. I guess it's going to be a void. It's going to need a float x, float y, I think. And then is equal to 0. So now the goal is to get it to update to the mouse. So update mouse location. Function definition. What do you mean function definition? That's what we're making. It's gonna take float x, float y, and then what we're gonna do is SDL point mouse location dot x is equal to x, mouse location dot y is equal to y, and then what we're gonna do in the game loop is if e type is equal to SDL mouse move motion, then this dot update mouse movement. What's that called? SDL update mouse location. That'll be the function we call. Using the parameters of SDL get mouse button event, mouse motion, mouse. Where's my set mouse state? Get mod state, relative mouse mode, set window, mouse rect, grab. There's a way to set get mouse state. That's what it was. Taking the parameters of some float values. It's gonna return 2 floats. Oh no, it's gonna return a uint32. Okay, so maybe that's my value, which is just a float value x dot x dot y. Maybe that's what we do. Parameter float. I guess I could just give this like a uint32 situation. And then this will return get mouse state, where we have some sort of float mouse state. Mouse state. Incompatible with type int pointer? What the fuck? Int. Address of. Too few arguments to call. Get mouse state. Int. Oh. Mouse state X. Int mouse state Y. Address of mouse state Y. Mouse state X. Okay, so now this is going to return a uint32x, uint32y, which is going to be x and y, which means mouse location is converting int to float, which means it doesn't need to be a float. It can just be a point. Okay, sweet. Save, beautiful. And now we just change mlocation.x to be plus equals to mouse location.x and mouse location.y. If everything worked, doesn't work. Hold on, what? Creature cannot instantiate an abstract class. Sorry, I didn't override. My bad. Okay, ha ha ha. Go. Hold on. Fuck. There. Okay, now it'll work. Why? Missing a semicolon. Oh. What's the issue? Too few arguments in function call. Oh. And then mouse state X, mouse state Y. And then this will only take in const as a reference. Const as a reference. And these are going to be ints. I think. And then this is going to be the same thing. Okay, if everything worked, I'm hoping it does. Function definition not found. Why? Update mouse location. Update mouse location. Void override. Go. Semicolon before data list. Oh, sorry. Go. Oh, whoops. I'm making it plus equal, so it's adding forever. I guess I could just put equals then, huh? Oh! Chat! Oh, it worked! Oh! Chat, it feels so good. Hold on, now we just need the bottom right. Okay, Okay, now I just need the bottom right of the card because that's how I'm imagining it in my head. It's gonna be the X and Y value. What kind of game is this supposed to be? It's a card game, Jasm. So this is our card. It looks cool, huh? It follows the mouse right now. So this is very successful. Now I just need the mouse to be on the bottom right of the card, and then we're done with cards. Okay, we're gonna make abilities tomorrow, but that's the fun part. Like, I know there are cards. Oh, it's Elements the game. You can play it. There's a really shitty remake. Elements the remake. Hold on, that's not what it's called. Elements the game revival. So this is a really crappy Unity version. It's laggy and it's buggy, but if you want like the basic, like, that's the game, that is the game. And we're remaking it because I love this game and it deserves a better version than a buggy, terrible, laggy mess. Anyway, this is our card. Woo! Okay, let's get into the bottom right of the card here. Also, we need to fix the cost on the audio before I forget. Kind of matters. 0.5. Does that still look good? Ooh, that looks bad. What happened? The font got stretched. Oh, because this is... Sorry. There we go. That's fine. Okay, sweet. So now we're going to render to the bottom right of the mouse, which will take... Let me think. It's already accounting for the art up here. So the bottom right of the whole card is going to be the bottom right of the temp angle. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Now M location is what we're actually rendering around. So this must change. It's going to be equal to M. You know what I can do is actually do this first. Oh, no, I can't. It's going to be a little bit of recursion. Okay, so then it's going to be... I guess 452 is the width and height, huh? So it's going to be mouse location X minus plus 296. And then the Y value is going to be plus 452 minus 20 minus 40. I think I did that right. Okay, I did it the complete opposite. Fuck! Oh no! Disaster. Minus? I don't know why that works, but it worked. Oh, we're done. Oh, that looks so beautiful, chat. Look how pretty that is. Oh, it follows the mouse and it's so clean and nice and the font looks cool. Okay, hold on. I am proud of this, chat. This is... I don't know if proud is the right word, but I like where we're going with this. You know, look how clean this is. The font is nice. The shadow is okay. The elemental quanta is readable. It's big enough on the screen. I like it. That's it. That's the game. Time to ship it. Shipping, quit it, boys. All right, so tomorrow we're going to work on abilities. We're going to make it so the font renders the correct amount of ability quanta and the entire text of the ability, and it's going to be beautiful. In fact, there is no text on the bottom of the card that will not be defined as some kind of ability. So that text will always fit in there. Also, for those of you curious, if we can wrap, look at this. Devour, text, 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 text. Now, if this worked, okay, hold on. 1 second. Why didn't that work? There we go. See? It wraps. It just needs to wrap maybe 10 pixels less, which can be fixed under the font which is right here. So instead of 250, it'll be 240. Go. What? Oh, because the text is, I get it, because text is going into the 20 pixels. Go. Oh my God, is it really gonna be that picky? 20. There we go. Oh, there we go. Beautiful, chat. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that wrapping. Excellent. All right, we're done today. We're done. We're done. We're done. Tomorrow we're gonna do more. Okay. Save, quit, minimize. Okay, is that it? That is it. I'm not even gonna raid for you guys. Find your own entertainment. All right, come here, chat. Shadow Cat also, hello. All right, have a good night. Have a good evening. Give me kisses. Goodbye. Remember, we stream every single day, baby. Are you sneakily about to launch League of Legends now? How do you know that?